My future sister-in-law tried to ban Grandma's birthday, then lost her wedding. My older brother Daniel was supposed to get married this past July. He and his fiancée Sophie had picked July 20th for their wedding, a date they announced back in January. What they didn't realize at first was that the very next day, July 21st, was our grandmother's 80th birthday. Now Grandma's birthday was a big deal. She comes from a family where most of the women never lived past 80, so she'd been planning this huge celebration for over a year. When Daniel told her about the wedding date, she didn't get upset. Instead, she gracefully scaled back her plans, deciding she'd settle for a quiet Sunday dinner instead of the big party she originally wanted. That's just the kind of woman Grandma is, always putting others first. My mom and I wanted to do something special for her anyway, so we came up with a little idea. At midnight during the wedding, when the band was still playing, we'd surprise Grandma with a birthday cake and have the band play her favorite song so all the grandkids could share a dance with her. Nothing big, just a sweet gesture to celebrate a milestone she had given up for the sake of my brother's wedding. When I told Daniel, he loved it. He even suggested making the cake England-themed, since we were taking Grandma on her dream trip to London in September. It felt perfect, until Sophie found out. The next day, Daniel called me back and said the birthday cake idea was off. Then Sophie herself texted me, saying I had been selfish and rude for trying to insert myself into her special day. Not their day, her day. I reminded her that it was also my brother's wedding, and Grandma's milestone birthday too. Plus, Daniel had loved the idea before she vetoed it. She didn't care. My mom and I had been excluded from every bit of planning, despite helping pay for the wedding, and now I was being accused of meddling for trying to celebrate our grandmother. Things blew up from there. Daniel told me I'd overstepped my boundaries and the subject was closed. I eventually texted Sophie an apology, even though most of my family thought I had nothing to apologize for. That's when things unraveled. My dad, who almost never loses his temper, called Daniel and told him straight out, Sophie owed me an apology, not the other way around. He also admitted something he'd been holding in. Sophie's dad had secretly asked my dad to chip in extra money for the wedding, because Sophie wanted upgrades that went thousands of dollars over budget. She'd even made her dad ask so she wouldn't have to tell Daniel about it. When my dad brought this up, another fight exploded. Within a week, Sophie called off the wedding entirely. Her mom emailed me, blaming me for ruining her daughter's life. But when Daniel finally called me back, he admitted he wasn't sure she'd ever really wanted the marriage, just the wedding. Now my relationship with Daniel is strained. He says he needs time. He still loves her, but even he admits she never prioritized him the way he did her. As for Grandma, her 80th birthday bash is officially back on. She's thrilled, and after all the chaos, I'm just glad she finally gets her celebration.